The evolution of the UFC. A look at the premier organization in mixed martial arts. Introduction. The Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, has emerged as the world's leading promotion for mixed martial arts, MMA, captivating audiences with its unique blend of athleticism, strategy, and combat. Established in 1993, the UFC has seen meteoric growth, transforming from a niche spectacle into a global phenomenon. This article will explore the history, key milestones, and future prospects of the UFC, highlighting its impact on sports and culture. The early years, from grudge matches to a regulated sport. The inaugural UFC event was held on November 12, 1993 in Denver, Colorado. Its concept was simple: bring together fighters from various martial arts backgrounds to determine the most effective fighting style. The event showcased brutal matches that lacked weight classes, time limits, or significant rules, creating a perception of MMA as a violent and dangerous sport. As the UFC gained popularity, particularly with the rise of figures like Royce Gracie, the organization faced significant backlash and scrutiny. Critics labeled it as human cockfighting, leading to various legal battles and concerns about safety. In response, the UFC began to implement rules and regulations in the early 2000s, including weight classes, time limits, and a defined set of prohibited moves. This shift helped the UFC attain legitimacy and prioritize fighter safety. The Zuffa era. A new dawn for the UFC. In 2001, the organization was purchased by the Zuffa LLC, led by Dana White, Lorenzo Fertitta, and Frank Fertitta. This acquisition marked a turning point for the UFC. Zuffa aimed to professionalize the sport, secure television deals, and attract mainstream sponsorships. The debut of the Ultimate Fighter reality series in 2005 was crucial. The show's success not only introduced fans to the personalities of fighters, but also showcased the sport's depth, ultimately leading to the meteoric rise in pay-per-view (PPV) buys. Under Zuffa's stewardship, the UFC expanded its global footprint, hosting events in several countries and offering a range of fight cards featuring multiple weight classes. This era saw the emergence of iconic fighters such as Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, Georges St-Pierre, Anderson Silva, and Ronda Rousey, each of whom played a significant role in broadening the sport's appeal. The recent boom, from Conor McGregor to global expansion. The past decade has witnessed unstoppable growth for the UFC. With megastars like Conor McGregor, who became a global icon with his charismatic persona and impressive fighting style, the organization reached new heights. McGregor's bout against Floyd Mayweather in 2017 brought unprecedented attention to MMA, attracting fans from traditional boxing and beyond. Additionally, the UFC has worked to expand its audience internationally, staging events in places like China, Brazil, and the United Kingdom, while also forging partnerships with international broadcasters. This global approach has brought emerging talents from diverse backgrounds into the fold, creating a more competitive environment. In 2016, the UFC was sold to WME-IMG for approximately $4 billion, solidifying its status as a powerhouse in the sports industry. Strategies focused on creating original content, securing lucrative broadcasting deals, and venturing into digital platforms have further fortified the UFC's presence in mainstream sports culture. The role of women in the UFC, a groundbreaking transformation. One of the most significant developments in the UFC's history has been the integration of women's divisions. Ronda Rousey's rise to stardom in 2012 not only showcased the skills of female fighters, but also helped dismantle the stereotype of women in fighting sports. The establishment of women's bantamweight, strawweight, and featherweight divisions has allowed female athletes to shine on the UFC stage, leading to memorable bouts and champions like Amanda Nunes and Valentina Shevchenko. The future of the UFC. What lies ahead as of 2023, the UFC continues to thrive, with a roster of elite athletes poised to define the next generation of MMA. Emerging promotions, evolving training methods, and the ongoing interest in combat sports suggest that the UFC is set to remain at the forefront of the industry. The impact of technology, particularly in training, analytics, and fan engagement through virtual reality and augmented reality experiences, is likely to reshape the landscape of how fans perceive and experience the sport. Moreover, the growing acceptance of MMA as a legitimate sport in mainstream culture has implications for sponsorship opportunities, media exposure, and athlete representation. Conclusion: the UFC's journey from a controversial tournament association to the leading organization in mixed martial arts is a captivating narrative of growth, evolution, and resilience. As it continues to break barriers, the UFC stands at the intersection of sport and entertainment, poised for an exciting future. With a commitment to excellence, promotion of talented athletes, and global outreach, the UFC will undoubtedly remain a mainstay in the realm of combat sports for years to come.